Hello students, welcome to Shijayan's Rank Zone classes. We discussed about close test and solved a few questions related to it. Let's session about close test and do a lot more practice questions. But before beginning with our let me just brief you about the tips to solve close test. Read thoroughly. Read the passage thoroughly to get an idea of the passage. Read slowly and gain an understanding of the text. Once the theme of the paragraph is clear, it becomes easy to fill in the blanks. Look for contextually correct options. The options provided may seem to be similar in meaning, which makes selecting the appropriate option even tougher. Thus, look for an option which aptly fits with the context of the passage. Link the sentences together. Always remember it is a passage, so the sentences are linked to one another. Never make a mistake of treating every sentence an individual one. Type of word to fill in. Look at the blanks carefully and try to assess which kind of word to put in the blank. Words can be based on grammar, prepositions, tenses, vocabulary, etc. Tone. Passage may contain some specific tone, while narrative, critical, sarcastic, humorous, etc. So always make a right choice of a word. Negate options. Try eliminating the options which seem to be incorrect. This will lessen your options and may help to arrive at the correct answer easily. Keywords. Pay close attention to keywords or clues in the sentences before and after the given blank. So these are some tips and tricks in order which might help to solve questions related to cloze test. Let us continue with our session on of practice questions on cloze test. Read the passage given below and fill in the blanks with the suitable options. Leadership is one element, probably the most important element of the overall managerial job. For managerial effectiveness, leadership quality is dash. Leadership is not status or dash, but rather it is having dash over others. Managers are required to dash the objectives. Leadership is exercised to dash them. Leadership is an individual dash and is proportional to individual's own personal dash to get people. Thus, leadership can stimulate and dash people to get their willingness and dash for achieving the proposed objectives of the organization. As you can understand, the passage talks about the differences between leadership and managerialship. Okay, so please read the sentences and try to fill in the blanks. What would come in blank number 1? In order to identify what might come, we will read the words just before blank carefully. For managerial effectiveness, leadership quality is dash. Our options are fitting, desirable, suitable, or preferable. What do you think would be the answer to this question? What would come in blank number 1? Fitting, desirable, suitable, or preferable? So, when we read the sentence completely, it will help us eliminate a few options. For managerial effective quality is dash. Leadership quality is fitting, leadership quality is desirable, leadership quality is preferable. So usually in that this 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 degree is preferable, this degree this kind of so 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 usually when we are talking about qualities, preferable will be used. Fitting will be eliminated because it does not make any sense in the sentence. Leadership quality is fitting, it does not make any sense, therefore fitting would be eliminated. Out of the remaining three, preferable is the most appropriate word to fill in the blank number one. So, l- for managerial effectiveness, leadership quality is preferable. Our first blank has been filled. If you say that one thing is preferable to another, you mean that it is more suitable. So, leadership quality is more suitable as compared to managerial effectiveness. Okay. Now, blank number two. Leadership is not a status or dash, but rather it is having dash over others. So, what might come in blank number two? Superiority, energy, or command. Leadership is not status or dash, but rather leadership is not status or uh, superiority would be the right answer. Energy will be eliminated. Why? Because leadership is not status or energy. So energy does not make sense in this sentence, therefore energy will be eliminated. Similarly, command does not make any sense in the mentioned sentence when filled in the blank number 2. And similarly, power is also less effective as compared to superiority. Therefore, blank number 2 will be filled with superiority. Leadership is not just or superiority, not just leadership is not status or superiority, but rather it is having dash over others. What might come in blank number 3? But rather it is having dash over others. Options are influence, authority, control, or dominance. What do you think would come in blank number 3? Superiority, but rather it is having dash over others. So, with leadership, you cannot dominate. A leader never dominates, he always takes his crew with him. Okay, so he also does not rule by authority. It does is he influences them. He influences his followers so that he can get the maximum out of them. Control will also be eliminated because a leader never tries to control his employees. Therefore, in blank number 3, influence will come. Leadership is not status or superiority, but rather it is having influence over others. Influence means the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. This is the best suitable word for blank 3. Blank number 4. Managers are required to dash the objectives. Our options are achieve, complete, acclaim, discharge. Are required to dash the objectives: achieve, complete, acclaim, or discharge. So a manager cannot discharge his objectives, therefore discharge is eliminated. He cannot acclaim his objectives. So either he can achieve his objectives or complete his objectives. So achieve seems to be a better fit in the line and in the contextual flow of the passage. Therefore, complete will be eliminated for achieve. Managers are required to achieve the objectives. Leadership is exercised to dash them. Managers are required to achieve the objectives. Leadership is exercised to dash them. So when we put each and every word in the blank, fetch doesn't hold any meaning or does not add any meaning to the sentence. Similarly, retain and meet does not fit the sentence. Attain is the correct option. Leadership is exercised to attain them. As the managers are required to achieve the objectives, the leaders help them in attaining the objectives. Attain means to achieve, reach, or accomplish. Blank number 6. Leadership is an individual dash and is proportional to individuals on a personal dash to get people to do as he dash. So leadership is an individual. What do we have? What are the options available for 6? Leadership is an individual tactic, technique, power, or ability. So the answer is ability. Leadership is an individual ability. Okay, not tactic, nor technique, nor power, but ability. Leadership is an individual ability and is proportional to individuals' own personal dash to get people to do as he dash. So what would come in? Leadership is an individual ability and is proportional to individuals' own personal resources. Resources is the right word. It cannot be plans, it cannot be devices. So correct option is A. As discussed, leadership is one's ability to do things and a person can do something with the help of its resources. So here's the best suitable word is resources. Blank number 8. Leadership is an individual ability and is proportional to individuals' own personal resources to get people to do as he. Resources to get people to do as he demands, wishes, thinks, slots. So slots will be eliminated. Doesn't have any meaning in the sentence. resources to get people to do as he wishes, demands, and think. All three are close. Resources to get people to do as he correct answer. Leadership is an individual ability and is proportional to an individual's own personal resources to get people to do as he wishes. Blank number 9. The leadership can stimulate and dash people to get their willingness. This thus leadership can stimulate and dash people to get their willingness. We are talking about willingness, therefore compel would be eliminated. Instigate would also be eliminated. And out of insight and motivate, I think motivate would be a better fit. Those thus leadership can stimulate and motivate people to get their willingness. So the answer is motivate for ninth blank. Thus leadership can stimulate and motivate people to get their willingness and dash for achieving the proposed objectives of the organization. Thus leadership can stimulate and motivate people to get their willingness and for achieving the proposed objectives of the organization. So it would be, what would come in blank number 10? Commitment. So thus leadership can stimulate and motivate people to get their willingness and commitment for for achieving the proposed objectives of the organization. So we have filled in all the blanks. Please read the passage once in order to make sure that we have not made any mistake. Leadership is one element, probably the most important element of all of the overall managerial job. For managerial effectiveness, leadership quality is preferable. Leadership is not status or superiority over influence over others. Managers are preferred to achieve the objectives. Leadership is exercised to attain them. Leadership is an individual ability and it's proportional to individuals on personal resources to get people to do as she wishes. Thus, leadership can stimulate and motivate people to get their willingness and commitment for achieving the proposed objectives of the goal of the organization. So, blanks filled by us seem to be correct. Therefore, let us move on to our next question. Read the passage given below and fill in the blanks with suitable options. Please read the given passage carefully. The year 1973 dash, a watershed in the economic dash of young males high school graduates in the United States. In the 24 years dash to this date, the median income of 25 to 34 25 to 34-year-old male dash highest level of educational attainment was a high school diploma, 483 to $25,000 in constant 1987 in constant 1987 dollars. This increases the the dash of the rapid growth of the economic US economy dash this period. As the experience as the expression goes, the rapidly growing economy was like a like a rising tide that dashed all boats. This rapid dash in income permitted several generations of young high school educated metro. I hope all of you have read the passage. What would be in blank number one? The year 1973, a watershed in the economic of young male high school graduates in the United States. So the right answer for first blank is marked. The year 1973 marked a watershed in the economic dash of young male. Economic, usually out of all these words, only economic prospects, economic outcome, and economic history would be known. Thinking would be eliminated, and preparation would also be eliminated. Economic prospects. We will mark prospects because prospects is more appropriate in the given circumstances. Question number 3, blank 3. In the 24-year dash new uh, in the 24-year dash to this date, the median income of 25 to 34-year-old male were around 60 or 70 rupees. Uh, in the 24-year dash to this date, the median income of 25 to 34-year-old males, what are options for as, ahead, hence, prior, subsequent. In the 24-year dash to this date, answer is prior to this date. Highest level of educational attainment was a high school diploma. What do we have in options? Since, where, when, whose, tough. Prior to this date, the median income of 25 to 34-year-old male was whose highest level of educational attainment was high school diploma. So the answer is whose. Whose highest level of educational attainment blank number 5 blank number 5 blank number 5 dash from $14,000 dash from $14,000 to $24,000 $60 For fifth blank, what options do we have? We have started, increased, demanded, continued, or reduced. Attainment was a high school diploma dash from this started, increased, demanded, continued, or reduced. So answer for blank number 5 is increased. The median income of 25 to 34-year-old males has increased. This increase was the dash of the rapid growth of US economy. The answer is result. This increase was the result of the rapid growth of the US technology during this period. During this period. As the expression goes, the rapidly growing economy was like a rising tide. As the expression goes, the rapidly growing economy was like a rising tide that dashed all boats. So the right answer is lifted. The rapidly growing economy was like a rising tide that lifted all boats. This rapid dash in income permitted several generations of young high school educated men to enjoy a higher standard of living. So the answer is increase. This rapid increase in income permitted several generations of young high school educated men to enjoy a higher standard of living school. Educated men to enjoy a higher standard of living dash their fathers had. So we have already done questions till 8th. This rapid increase in income permitted several generations of young high school educated men to enjoy a higher standard of living than is the than is the than is the correct option than their fathers had. Let us move on to our next question. Motivating employees with traditional authority and financial dash has become increasingly dash. As employees become economically secure and their dependency on any one particular organization, according to expectancy theorists, the motivation to dash increase when an employee feels his dash is an instrument for obtaining desired rewards. Nevertheless, in many organizations today, employees are uh, cleaning and employees are dashed to originalization rewards just by being employed. Financial rewards to performance. I hope all of you have read the paragraph. So, what do you think would come in the first blank? Motivating employees with traditional authority and financial dash matters, curbs, incentives, or guidelines. Motivating financial dash has become increasingly financial matters, curbs, incentives, या guidelines. So the answer could be motivating employees with traditional authority and financial incentives. Motivating employees with traditional authority and financial incentives has become increasingly dash. As the employees become economically secure and their dependency on any one particular organization has decreased a lot. Motivating employees with traditional authority and financial incentives has become increasingly what would be the answer? Expensive, simple, difficult, or unrealistic? So the answer for blank number 2 is difficult. Incentives has become increasingly difficult. Employees, employees, employees become economically secure. According to expectancy theories, the motivation to dash increases when an employee feels his dash. According to expectancy theorists, the motivation dependency on any one particular organization dash. What do we have? We have the following options for blank number 3. On any one particular organization lasts, perishes, endangers, or decreases. As employees become economically secure and their dependency on any other part of organization dash perishes. Perishes. Correct. Oh, sorry. Become economically secure and their dependency on any one particular organization decreases. Expectancy theorists, the motivation to dash increases when an employee feels his dash. For blank number 4, the motivation to work. Blank number 4 is work. Increases when an employee feels his when an employee feels his dash is an instrument for obtaining desired rewards. What are the options for the fifth option? According to expectancy theory, the motivation to work increases when an employee feels his dash is an instrument for obtaining desired reward. Feels his performance is an instrument for obtaining desired rewards. Nevertheless, in many organizations, today employees are dashed to organizational rewards just by being employed. What options do we have for sixth? Entitled, exposed, entrusted, subjected. Blocking number six is entitled. Today, employees are entitled to organizational rewards just by being employed. Unions, governments, uh, governmental regulations, and the nature of the job itself, in some cases, dash. What is it in black tab? Dash management from prevents management from dash financial rewards to performance. People may be attracted to join and remain in organizations to receive organizational rewards, but dash motivated to join an organization is being motivated is the answer. Okay, blank 9. Being motivated to join an organization is dash the same as being motivated to exert effort in an organization. So this is our final passage. We will just do one reading and make sure everything is in place. Motivating employees with traditional authority and financial incentives has become increasingly difficult as employees become economically secure and their dependency on any one particular organization decreases. According to the motivation to work increases when employee feels question number 11. Ancestors and dead relations were believed to punish dash for sins, both of commission and dash. The ancestors were the guardians of dash society's morality and chastity, and they chastised those dash failed in their duty. The explanation dash heard was killed him, or dash uncle's ghost killed him because he dashed to look after his children, or his dash I felt disgraced by his conduct. What do you think would come in blank number 4? So, what do you think will come in blank number one? Ancestors and dead relations were believed to punish dash for sins. What would come in blank number four? They chastised those dash failed in their duty. What are the options? Who have what which? So nothing can be used here. The right answer is who. And they chastised those who failed in their duty. Ancestors and dead relations are believed to punish dash for sins. Both the options people and descendants. Ancestors and dead relations were believed to punish dash for dash for sins, both of commission and dash. So the answer is acquaintances. Now, ancestors and dead relations were believed to punish descendants. Descendants are the uh, family relatives of these people. So, ancestors and dead relations were believed to punish descendants for sins, both of commission and dash. What would come in blank number two? The options are mission, omission, permission, or remission. The ancestors were the both of commissions and omission is the right answer. Okay. The ancestors were the guardians of morality of the society's morality, because we know which society we are talking about. So, guardians of the society morality, and they chastise those who failed in their duty. The explanation dash heard was options for blank number five. The explanation dash heard was the explanation dash heard was seldom is usually used negatively, and right answer should be often. The explanation often heard was he told lies about the dash. He told lies about the dash. He told lies about the land, wealth, property, or riches, and the ancestors killed him. So, when we are talking about ancestors, they are not interested in riches, property, or wealth. They are mostly interested in land. So, the correct option should be land. Yeah, he told lies about the land, and the ancestors killed him. Or dash uncle's ghost killed him because and ancestors killed him, or dash uncle's ghost killed him there. Uh, or his uncle's ghost killed him because he dashed to look after his children. The objectives, the options given are objected, tried, rejected, failed. Look after his children because he failed to look after his children. Okay, because he failed to look after his children, or his dash felt disgraced by his conduct. What options do we have for 9? Or his spirits, tribesmen, friends, ancestors. We are talking about ancestors, therefore blank 9 will also be ancestors. Felt disgraced by his conduct, dash killed him. Felt disgraced by his conduct, dash killed him. Enemies killed him. They killed him. So the answers are ancestors and dead relations were believed to punish descendants for sins both of commission and omission. The ancestors were the guardians of the society's morality and they chastised those who failed in their duty. The explanation often heard was he told lies about the land and the ancestors killed him, or his uncle's ghost killed him because he failed to look after his children, or his ancestors felt disgraced by his conduct. They killed him. So, as all the options fit in correctly, read this passage and try to solve it as quickly as possible. The first problem to be tackled was that of feeding the huge population of the country after independence. It became dash to adopt dash for agricultural development. The dash of multipurpose dash with the development of dash as one of its dash components was the dash step towards the provision of dash infrastructure. It was realized that dash is the basic dash in developing agriculture. The total irrigation potential was therefore increased. This passage talks about farmer, his agricultural life, and uh, problems related to agriculture and potential and related to agriculture and irrigation. So, what find the word most appropriate for blank number 1? The first problem to be tackled was that of feeding the huge population. It became dash to adopt. It became essential, desirable, notional, optional. So the issue was of feeding the population. Therefore, all three of them can be rejected, and instead of these three, became essential to adopt dash for agricultural development. What are the options that we have? Crops, families, regions, and strategies. So it became essential to adopt dash for agricultural development. Out of these, only strategies fit our bill. Therefore, In blank 2, strategies will come. To adopt strategies for agricultural development. The dash of multi-purpose. Blank number 3. The dash of multi-purpose dash with the development of. The construction of multi-purpose. So what do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is construction of the construction of multi-purpose dash with the development of. What are the options for blank number 4? The construction of multi-purpose dash with the development. When we are talking about construction of multi-purpose, only one option is suitable, that is projects. It is such those tasks which are still in the nascent stage and involve the a lot of teams are mostly called projects. So blank number 4 will be projects. What options do we have for blank number 5? With the development of dash as one of its. The construction of multi-purpose projects with the development of. Uh, we are talking about agriculture and irrigation, therefore irrigation should be the right culprit. Yeah, with the development of irrigation as one of its dash components. What are the options we have for blank number 6? Major, financial, minor, subsidiary. Irrigation as one of its major components. Okay, major components was a dash step towards was the last step towards the provision of dash infrastructure, was the first step towards the provision of dash infrastructure. So we are talking about agricultural and irrigation only, therefore out of modern will be eliminated. Agricultural is available right now, productive and industrial are eliminated, therefore uh, agricultural will come in blank number 8. It was realized that dash is the basic dash in developing agriculture. What are the options? It was realized that electricity, rain, fertilizer, water is the basic. So we are talking about the basic needs. So basic need. Yeah, it was realized that water is the basic need, and in developing agriculture, the total irrigation potential was therefore increased. What are the options that we have for blank number 10? It was realized that water is the basic. It was realized that water is the basic ingredient in developing agriculture. Ingredient would be the correct option. is correct. No issue. Blank number. Let's start a new passage. Question number 13. Civilization means outward. Civilizations means outward dash, whereas culture means inward perfection. We may be dash today, but we are not cultured. All the modern modes and dash. This is dash on the road of materialism, but we have lost our finer emotions. Civilization has dash mystery and romance out of the heart of nature and dash her beauty and magic. It has placed dash power in the hands of man, making him dash. With a single atom or hydrogen bomb, he can rain death and dash in millions of innocent creatures. Thus, he is out to dash himself with his own hands. So, let us try to solve this. Civilization means outward dash, whereas culture means inward perfection. So, the passage is talking about civilization and how human have moved towards its own destruction. So, let us move to blank number one. What would be the answer from the given options? Civilization means culture means inward perfection. Civilization means outward, whether it would be success, capability, or enhancement. Progress, progress, progress. Civilization means outward progress, whereas culture means inward perfection. Outward success is incorrect, therefore we didn't use success or capability or enhancement. Let us move to blank number 2. We may be dash today, but we are not cultured. We may be dash today, but we are not cultured. What are the options for blank number 2? Perfect, educated, decent, civilized. We may be dash today, but we are not cultured. According to you, what should be the answer? So the answer for blank number 2 is civilized. Okay, we may be civilized today, but we are not cultured. Civilized will come in blank number 2. Let us move on to blank number. We, we have we have trains, airplanes, and all the modern modes and dash. What will come in 3? Means, resources, equipments, gadgets. We have trains, airplanes, and all modern modes and what would be the answer? Modes and equipments. Okay. We have trains, airplanes, and all the modern modes and equipments. This is the dash on the road of materialism, but we have lost our finer emotions. The options for blank number 4 are advancement, heading, movement, or progress. This is dash on the road of materialism. We cannot use heading. Advancement on the road of materialism. Okay, advancement is the correct answer. Blank number 5. Civilization has dash mystery and romance out of the heart of nature. What has civilization done? We have four options: dug, destroyed, plugged, or marred. So, what has civilization done? Civilization has destroyed. This is the correct option, and this is the most appropriate option. So, civilization has destroyed mystery and romance out of the heart of nature, and dash had beauty and magic. Blank number 6. Civilization has destroyed mystery and romance out of the heart of nature and dash her beauty and magic. What do you think? We should not use destroyed again because it would be repetitive. Therefore, destroyed mystery and romance out of the heart of nature and damage her beauty and magic. It has placed dash power in the hands of man. It has placed dash power in the hands of man. It has placed dash power in the hands of man, making him a dash. Civilization has placed. What are our options for blank number 7? Immaterial, boundless, infinite, and unlimited. So it has placed dash power in the hands of man. Infinite or unlimited. Both can be used. Unlimited would be the more appropriate one. It has placed unlimited power in the hands of man, making him a dash with a single room or hydrogen bomb. Making him a. What are our options for blank number 8? Making him a ruthless, wild animal brute. It has placed unlimited power in the hands of man, making him a dash. What is the answer? The answer is brute. With a single atom or hydrogen bomb, he can rain death and dash in millions of innocent creatures. With a single atom or hydrogen bomb, he can rain death and dirt in millions of innocent creatures. Dearth is the right answer. Okay, he can rain death and dirt in millions of innocent himself with his, dash 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 himself with his own hands. Thus, he is out to kill himself with his own hands. Okay, so the passage becomes civilization means outward progress, whereas culture means inward perfection. We may be civilized today, but we are not cultured. We have trains, airplanes, and all the modern modes and equipments. This advancement on the road of materialism, but we have lost our finer emotions. Civilization has destroyed mystery and romance out of the heart of nature and damaged her beauty and magic. It has placed unlimited power in the hands of man, making him a brute. With a single atom or hydrogen bomb, he can rain death and nine death in millions of innocent creatures. Thus, he is out to kill himself with his own hands. So, every every word fits we we come to the end of our lecture about close. We have practiced a lot of questions so that we can reduce the time taken by us in solving each question. I hope this will help you as many questions as you can and try to solve them as quickly as you can. Okay? Thank you for your patience. We'll meet you next time with another topic.